Africans, most especially Nigerians, are known to be the best at whatever they do.
Talking, and in the end, he had stared down a career-ending abyss, but came out fighting.
They are mostly seen as very hardworking. However, most stay off their own country because of the claim that the country's economy only pays them back in terrible coin not worthy of their efficiency. This and more is attributed to brain drain in Nigeria.
The lure and the attraction to go and make money in foreign exchange and then come back
It's not inclined to report
huge value.
In Nigeria, most go for education with the hope of putting in all their best and hopefully graduate with a certificate to get themselves a job to be successful and feed their family. A dream that becomes shady with time.
The issue of brain drain is well known by many. Funny enough, most know the phrase not as a problem, but a situation they would like to contribute to in the future by causing more brain drain to the country. Brain drain is the emigration of highly trained or qualified people from a particular country. According to Investopedia, brain drain is a slang term indicating substantial emigration or migration of individuals.
A brain drain can result from turmoil within a nation, the existence of favorable professional opportunities in other countries, a form of desire to seek a higher standard of living.
Okay, brain drain is generally internationally caused, especially about war, famine. These are some apparent reasons, and the other reason, most prominent reason maybe, is political strifes, political struggles in a certain country that causes people from one side to lose faith in their country and then look elsewhere for their employment opportunities.
Brain drain can also be defined as the loss of academic and technological labor force through the moving of human capital to a more favorable professional, economic, and geographic environment. More often than not, the movement occurs from developing countries to more developed countries or areas.
The brain drain syndrome is a critical issue affecting the human resource development index of the Nigerian nation, as more Nigerian professionals in diverse fields, especially in the health and education sectors of the nation's economy, are almost on a daily basis leaving the shores of the country for Europe, America, and Canada, among other developed countries in the world, in search of greener pasture. Recently, it was reported that no fewer than 5,405 Nigerian trained doctors and nurses are currently working with the British National Health Service in the United Kingdom. The figure released by the British government revealed that Nigerian medics constitute 3.9% of the 1,137,000 foreign staff of 202 nationalities working alongside British doctors and nurses. According to the investigation, many more Nigerian doctors seeking to ply their trade overseas will soon join their colleagues because the UK has a need for medics from Commonwealth countries, since some doctors in the European Union are already leaving because of Brexit.
Actually, I would definitely not want to work in Nigeria because
Why?
we all want greener pasture, understand? So if I have a greener pasture somewhere else, or I can get greener pasture somewhere else, I prefer to go there and work and still make the cash. They have to, I'm patriotic, but they just have to provide the favorable conditions for me to work here, because after paying so much money to study, then you now receive little earning. It's like loss, wasted investment. So
It depends on the course the field of medicine I decide to choose. Okay. For instance, if I choose gynecology, which needs many female doctors, so I will stay in Nigeria. But if I choose like another exotic field that's not very popular in Nigeria, I need to decide to
go to other country that offer you such kind of specialization.
Yeah.
Of course, I will agree that there is brain drain in the medical profession in Nigeria. Well, there are a lot of effects, no doubt. Brain drain is not an issue that started today. It has been occurring for years, and the governments on their part need to play a role to avoid that. With the current state of things, a young professional like me will not want to stay in Nigeria. I would rather go outside to get the best.
Apart from the fact that Nigerian resources are used to create medical personnel for the developed countries, the question that owns the heart is what will become of the country when the not enough medical personnel are already at the edge of leaving or already left.
Conducive environment, social amenities availability, in addition to its security. You hear cases of relatives beating up doctors. Those are things that the government can look for a way and try to correct it.
This development in the health sector has further worsened the physician-patient ratio in Nigeria from 1 to 4,000 to 1 to 5,000, contrary to the World Health Organization recommendation of 1 to 600. However, the UK already has the physician-patient ratio of 2.4 to 1,000. And yet, they want more. It is a sad reality that Nigeria is losing its best hands to developed countries in the need to match their skills with comfort and sophistication, most especially in the field that is very important in building a healthy nation, a creative state of mind, education, technology, and ICT.
My scientific department, medical physiology. In all developing countries, including Nigeria, also including Turkey. I am from Turkey. Brain draining is very big problem. We should prevent this. We should solve this problem to support young scientists, Nigerian scientists, to prevent this brain draining.
Yes, thank you. There are so many reasons why scholars or academics want to or leave the country, as it were. Some because they want better opportunities than what obtains here. And particularly for the fact that our government in Nigeria is not appreciating the scholars of this country enough. And that appreciation is being seen elsewhere. So there's that urge for scholars to want to try elsewhere, at least to make their lives better than what it is presently. So, but for some of us, we have the passion of our people, of our nation, and we feel, despite the condition, we still want to give our best so that at least we can be remembered by God and humanity for having contributed our own quota to this great country. I believe in Nigeria, and that is why I'm staying, but otherwise I would have also joined the train, because the treatment we receive here in Nigeria and in academia is not the best of it. Nigeria as a country has the resources to provide best environment for their scholars, but that is not the case.
I have many friends who left Turkey, living in different countries and succeeding and doing things that they were unable to do in their home country. So it is actually something good. And we have both countries, two countries actually. One is losing precious, important individuals from a good resource actually for the country, losing, and the other country is always gaining those people. So it is actually something beneficial for the second country who is receiving the brain drain. We can look at this from international relations point of view. So basically, if a country is attracting individuals, it means they are successful, they are providing more benefits in terms of living conditions, and it is normal for someone to go another country.
If I stay in Nigeria, I would end up becoming a loser because my career won't be optimized. So I would prefer to go abroad.
Really?
Yes.
The actualization of the saying, "Health is wealth," cannot be attained with no proper attention and conscious effort with enough patriotism in the heart. A healthy population is what is needed for the development of a nation. Patriotism comes after sound health and job satisfaction.
I don't think it has anything to do with patriotism. I think it has to do with self-love.
Okay.
If loving yourself would lead to a better country, then yes. Personally, I would choose to go outside the country to further my education or to even start my career because of several reasons. First of all, the issue of unemployment in the country. If you study and have a degree outside the country, it is seen to be more recognized. You understand? And then people tend to give more respect to you.
Because you studied outside.
Outside. Myopic, you might say, but is it really, when we ask ourselves, what is the quality of education in the country compared to those universities outside? So I wouldn't say myopic, I would say they are very right. They need to find ways to develop and improve not just the curriculum, but the teachers who are also impacting this knowledge. Because in as much as students, graduates remains unemployable, then what is the point?
Other countries are more developed, more advanced, and even educational wise, you can actually make more research over there, and everything is at the beck and call almost. Unlike here, you have to struggle
to get everything. So the main reason why you want to go is because it is developed and you have time to do things.
And also when you work, you have better reward, for your efforts than here working in Nigeria, from let's say 7 to 5 or 8 to 5.
But even the money you get there, they tax you heavily, right?
Yeah, but still, they pay better.
Really?
Yeah, if you could actually calculate the wages and everything, the taxes you're paying,
it's better than
get
Nigeria.
More there than staying here in Nigeria.
I prefer going abroad. Like a naive me would say, that I would like to practice in Nigeria, but then the reality of it is that mostly we have a lot of lawyers who graduate from the past school, and then there's not a lot of opportunities open for everyone because the sport is less than the number of graduates. So, and then abroad they have a lot of opportunities which they render to people, and then it's safer for me.
The success of a country is not only dependent on the government alone, but the masses and also CEOs. We need to create a humane working environment with the love of others and the country at heart. To create the African continent of our dream, where people from other continents will migrate to, we need to work together.
That's it. Everyone seems to have their own opinion, which cannot be easily changed. As for me, as a patriotic citizen of Nigeria, I would like to stay here back in my country to contribute to the growth and economic development of the country. What about you? Yes. What about you? They'll also be like, since
I'm a Nigerian.
Yes.
Isn't it?
Yes.
I'm a Nigerian, so wherever I go to in this outside this country, I might spend 5-10 years, but I will definitely come back to my roots.
Why?
because Nigeria is my hometown and I love
Home country, you don't want to.
Yeah,
it's
my
just
country,
because
and I
it's not
love it.
giving you enough.
Exactly. So I
that
have
you
to
want
leave,
go.
get more, then come back home.
And invest here.
Exactly.
That's nice.
I might want to practice in Nigeria because it's just closer to home and I prefer, I'm just used to being at home. And then, like, there are needed doctors here.
We need a lot of doctors in our system.
Yeah, especially women doctors.
So you want to be a gynecologist?
Yeah.
Thank you. Why don't you want to study outside the country?
It's not that I don't want to. It's just
that you don't want.
That's my preference.
They'll pay you better if you work outside the country. There are so many benefits. But you still want to stay in Nigeria. I love your spirit.
Well, I would want to add that in as much as it is good to go out, explore, study, always remember your home if possible.
Yes, and contribute
to your quota, exactly. Come back and give back to the society you came from.
This movement is the revolution.